What's up, guys? Houston here. Let me ask you, should you be signing up for a Navy Federal business account if you can qualify? Now, many of us know that it's hard to get into Navy Federal because if you're not military related. And I also told you guys, if you have somebody in your household, say that you have a roommate or whatever, and you all are sharing the same address, if they are military related or they have a family member military related and they join Navy Federal, because you share the same address, you have a higher chance of being a part of Navy Federal through them. Now, I also told you guys, do not buy these access numbers for Navy Federal off of the black market. The reason is because you're creating fraud, okay? And you can get your account shut down and anybody else that's related to you account shut down if you do that. So do not do that. All right, there's other credit unions out here, but today we're going to be focusing on Navy Federal specifically, especially about their business accounts, because of the controversy that's going on where people are starting to realize that Navy Federal business account doesn't report to the business credit bureaus. Now, for some of you all that may not know what are the business credit bureaus, we're talking about Equifax Business Credit Bureau, Experian Business Credit Bureau, Small Business Financial Exchange, as well as Dun & Bradstreet. Okay, so understanding that, should you get a Navy Federal business account since they don't report to the Business Credit Bureau? And my answer to that is absolutely. Yes, you still should get a business account with them because Navy Federal is one of the most flexible credit unions in the market, okay? And it's much easier to raise funding. Now, on the business side, they don't give you thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars for the business account like with your other credit unions or your other banks and stuff. They're very conservative on the business side, right? But at the same time, hey, if they're able to give you money, why not take it? All right. Now, we're going to talk about some of the things in terms of what determines a business account and what you may want to consider. Do you need an internal score to get a business account? No. No, you don't need an internal score. But here's the thing about it. It's good to have an internal score with them, especially when they're evaluating your file. So your internal score goes anywhere from 100 up to 450. Now, they use your internal score to determine your credit card status, right? So it's only for credit card status, all right? So in terms of what credit bureaus that Navy Federal pulls from, now they're going to pull your Experian. They'll pull your Experian FICO 9 on the business side, okay, for business credit cards and stuff like that. They don't use your TransUnion FICO 9. That's on the personal side. Okay, so that'll help clear up some of the confusion. Now, they have three types of business accounts. They have their premium business account, their plus business account, and their basic business account. Now, with the premium business account, they charge a $20 fee. However, if you maintain at least $5,000 a month, they'll waive that fee. All right. Now, also, they offer three types of savings account. They offer 2 money market accounts and they offer a CD savings account as well. And you can get that started with $100. Now, here's something that's very important why a lot of people end up getting denied, getting their application denied from Navy Federal with their business account. It's because they may be in the wrong business, having the wrong NAICS code or having too many NAICS codes, excuse me. Now, what is the wrong NAICS codes to approach Navy Federal for their business account? Okay, so if you're selling weapons, if you're selling ammo, it's a red flag for them. As a matter of fact, here's something that's strange. Like sometimes with Navy Federal, even like if you're an attorney, they may turn you down because it's consulting. So they may turn you down as an attorney to get a business account. All right. Not all the time, but it has happened. So just keep that in mind. Now, your other high risk NAICS codes is transportation. So you don't want to use like a trucking company or whatever, because it's high risk with them. Pornography is high risk with Navy Federal. You're talking about gambling. So if you're trying to start a gambling site or something like that, that's high risk with them. Money lending is high risk. All right. Now, if you're trying to find the best NAICS code or whatever for your business and everything, you can click the link in the description and schedule a one-on-one consultation. I can help you come up with the best NAICS codes. All right. Now, also, say that CBD, marijuana, those are high risk NAICS codes for Navy Federal. All right. So just so you know, because a lot of people are like, well, how come I'm not? Oh yeah, one other one is MLMs. MLMs, here's the thing about it with Navy Federal. If these are high risk NAICS codes for the SBA, Small Business Administration, they're high risk NAICS codes for them as well. That's basically how they mirror in terms of what type of businesses they want to do business with, okay? Now, they offer business lines of credit, credit cards, business loans. Average credit score you're going to need is about a 660. Now, the good thing about Navy Federal with their business accounts and business funding, they're very more forgiving, in terms of more relaxed in terms of helping people. Now, they offer real estate loans for business, commercial car loans. So I know a lot of people start their business, they'd rather have the commercial car loan under their business instead of getting a car loan under themselves, everything. But here's the thing about it, you also have to keep in mind, when you're trying to get a commercial car loan, all right, you also have to keep into consideration, you're going to have to get commercial insurance as well. All right. So that's what you do have to keep in mind. Now, is it 100% like that? No, but it's best so that you can have proper protection. All right. Now, here's another key thing with Navy Federal, and I'm going to talk more about this internal score as well. Here's a key thing. When you open up your business account, I would definitely encourage you to open up a savings account. Now, I also will encourage you to make sure that you're doing weekly and daily deposits. Now, when you put in your application for Navy Federal for funding and stuff like that, it can take them up to 30 days because they don't have a huge department for that. All right, so just keep that in mind, because you may want, well, I put in my application, I haven't heard anything. You have to give them time to process everything. But one of the key things is making sure you do weekly deposits, if not daily deposits. I would definitely tell you this is going to help your chances in order to get qualified for business loans, business lines of credit, okay, as well as credit cards. All right, I'm gonna make a totally separate videos talking about the business credit card qualifications as well as the business loans and business lines of credit, because I don't want to overwhelm you with so much information in one video. But I would tell you, in terms of making sure that you have the highest chance of approval, your internal score. Okay, so they're going to look at the internal score as well as your personal credit. So your internal score, if you have direct deposit, helps. If you have a bank account, which I always tell you to get the flagship bank account, savings account, make sure you're doing like weekly deposits into your savings account. Like I said, you can do CDs, money market accounts. If you have bad credit, because you can get credit cards, $25,000 credit cards with bad credit, but making sure that you have your end rewards and your pledge loans, and you don't have to have multiple pledge loans, okay? And I'll tell you another thing about pledge loans. Because you have a pledge loan, that will not guarantee you a personal loan with Navy Federal as well. All right. Now, this is something that I just wanted to reiterate on in terms of what you actually need in order to get approved with Navy Federal. If you have any question about business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.